Recently, somebody asked me, who are the customers of the White Moose Cafe? So I thought I'd do this little presentation just to show you who we serve our amazing food and coffee to on a daily basis here in the cafe in Phibsborough. The way I'm going to show you this is by using the egg of coffee shop goers. Right, this egg here represents all the people who go to coffee shops, and we're now going to divide it in three and show you the people who we like to attract and the people who we like to avoid like the plague. Let's divide this up into three. On the left side we have hipsters. We all know what hipsters are. The gentlemen have very long beards. They go around in their bare feet or sandals. They wear second-hand clothes. A lot of them are vegans. A huge number of them are activists or protesters, and they're usually on low income. So they'd have jobs like they'd work in clothes shops, they'd work as baristas, they'd work as bartenders, etc. The little money they do earn is spent on craft beer. Their drug of choice is horse tranquilizer, and they wear, as I said, second-hand clothes, or vintage clothes as they'd like to call them, and their coffee of choice is flat whites. Now these hipsters, the hipster movement can collectively be known as one word, entitled. So that's the word we use to describe the hipster movement. On the right hand side then we have another group of people called the snobs. Now the snobs usually have money, but sometimes they pretend to have money. And the people who pretend to have money, the people who go to five-star hotels to be seen when they haven't a fucking cent in their account, they are worse than those who have money. Usually those who have money are very unassuming, very polite, very kind. A large proportion of snobs tend to be gluten intolerant. And these guys are the people who click their fingers. Hello, can I have your attention, please? These guys. They drink champagne, or those who pretend to have money drink Prosecco. Their drug of choice would be cocaine. They wear designer clothes, or those who pretend to have money would wear fake designer clothes. Their coffee orders usually tend to be 4 words long. So, hello, could I have a soy coconut flat white? That's a 4-word coffee order. The word that we can use to describe this section of society is pretentious. So we have the entitled on the left, the pretentious on the right. And to be honest with you, I personally don't care for either of these groups of society. What we care about here in the White Moose is the ODFs, the ordinary decent folk. They are usually working or middle class, and they like to have a laugh. They can't complain. They have a laugh. They're happy generally, and they're very polite. And these people can be collectively known as sound. And folks, you're asking the question, who are the White Moose customers? It's these guys. We attract these guys. They make up a larger proportion than either the hipsters or the snobs. So we don't really need the hipsters. We don't really need the snobs. We don't want them. The middle ground there, the ODFs, these are people who go to coppers. The hipsters would go to places like the Bernard Shaw. The snobs would go to pretentious places like Number 22 or Lily's or Café en Seine, places like this. So there, in a nutshell, folks, is the group of people that we serve here. The hipsters, there's plenty of places in Phibsborough for the hipsters, but to be honest with you, there aren't enough of them, so we don't want to go after them. We generally don't want them in our cafe. We generally don't want snobs either. However, on occasion, there have been hipsters and snobs which have infiltrated into the cafe. We're happy to have them as long as they play by our rules. Thanks for watching, folks, and there, in a nutshell, is who the White Moose customers are.